Weightlifter Kate Nye is one of the strongest women on earth, but she hasn't always felt strong mentally.
I was undiagnosed for so long, and I was suffering for so long, not knowing what was wrong with me.
After feeling depressed to the point that she didn't even want to compete, her husband convinced her to get help. Nye was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Medication has helped get her back on track. At the World Weightlifting Championships in September, she took home the gold in her weight class and set 3 world records. She was in a great position to secure a spot in Tokyo, but worries that could change in the next year.
It's pretty hard, but I do trust that the right decisions will be made.
It's one of many uncertainties athletes are facing as they look ahead to 2021.
We're already being physically isolated from each other, and then to struggle with a difficult emotional issue alone, that's just a double whammy, I would say.
Dealing with that uncertainty can be really challenging at times. So we are doing our best to make sure that, where we can put in some protocols, we can provide all the information that we have. But from the mental health perspective, yeah, that's a big topic that we're discussing right now, and making sure that they do feel motivated to continue training, or, just with their daily functions even, because that sometimes can be really challenging when your whole future and your sports career is up in the air.
Former Olympic figure skater Rachel Flatt is part of the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee's Mental Health Task Force. The 13-member team is made up of former athletes and mental health professionals working together to support Team USA competitors. The task force gives athletes 24/7 access to phone counseling and other wellness resources, so these athletes navigating unprecedented challenges have a place to turn during the coronavirus pandemic.
You really want to make sure that you're at the peak of your game.
Flatt, a 2010 Olympian and figure skating national champion, can identify with the uncertainty and the toll it takes. In 2011, a massive earthquake struck Japan, triggering a tsunami. More than 15,000 people were killed, and the World Championships, scheduled to take place only 1 week later, were canceled and later moved to Moscow, Russia.
That experience alone was incredibly taxing. And it was just an emotional roller coaster every day. So I think for the athletes right now who are experiencing this, it's taking that and magnifying that 10 times.
Flatt uses her experience to encourage athletes to keep pushing.
They definitely need a lot of support, as I think everyone does. So we're just making sure that we address those needs.
And pushing is just what Kate Nye is doing. While the unpredictability of this pandemic and the Olympics postponement have, in Nye's words, really messed with her training mindset, she says she is getting back into fighting shape and has come up with a revised road to Tokyo. She hopes sharing her story and struggles will help erase the stigma associated with mental health issues and ensure no athlete suffers in silence.
If someone else is struggling with that and doesn't know what's wrong with them and just wants to get better but doesn't know how, maybe I could be the person to make it click in their head that maybe they should go see someone or talk to a therapist or talk to a family member even, just to get it off their chest.